Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I just want to do a quick unboxing of a product that I've been using for quite some time. It's called the Nvidia Shield. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what an Nvidia Shield is, basically it's an Android set-top box for you to stream content and use apps basically to get media onto your television. Now, the Nvidia Shield also is a gaming device where you can play a lot of Android games. I am not a gamer, but I do play them once in a while. But I mainly got the Nvidia Shield, the original Nvidia Shield, last year's version, because I've used the Fire Sticks in the past. And if you're not a streamer, you know, a lot of TVs have a lot of built-in apps. So if you're just a Netflix person, a Hulu person, you probably don't need an Nvidia Shield or even an Amazon Fire Stick. But if you're into using a lot of different programs that are Android based, you know, a lot of these TVs, the apps are very limited on what you can get. So if you want to go ahead and add, let's say, an app that normally you'd use on your Android phone on your TV, you're not going to be able to do that with a TV like a Roku TV or a Vizio TV. You're limited to the apps that they provide in the TV. So when it comes to an Android app, even like the Fire Stick, it's a little bit trickier to add apps that are not on the Amazon store. But you can do it. Sometimes they don't work as great. Like if you want to add a Zomato or a smart home tech app on your Fire Stick. Let's say you want to put a Zomato app to view your cameras. Sometimes that doesn't always work as well as it does on a phone. But with the Nvidia Shield, it's straight raw Android. So you're not getting any kind of other, you know, like a lot of times with Amazon products, you're getting kind of an Amazon Android version of the operating system. When it comes to Nvidia Shield, you're getting just the raw Android system. The great thing about Nvidia Shield is that it is the very best Android box you can get. So if you're into programs like Kodi, and Kodi's basically like, it's like your own Netflix. If you have a lot of digital content, a lot of digital media on a network attached storage or on your computer, Kodi will actually pull those files out of your network, add the artwork, just like it'll look just like it's Netflix, but it's your content, your movies, your music, your videos. And it's a great program. It's completely free. And the nice thing about the Nvidia Shield is that it's right on the Google Play Store. So you don't have to sideload anything like you do with a Fire Stick. And the Nvidia Shield, I will tell you, is super snappy, super fast. You don't have buffering issues like you do with a Fire Stick, depending on if you're using a Kodi build. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to get into that. You can basically go ahead and Google that or check out other. There's hundreds of people on YouTube which will walk you through that whole thing. So I got this for Christmas for my wonderful family, and the reason I wanted to get another one was because I'm using a Fire Stick in my bedroom, and it's just not, it works for a lot, you know, it works, but it's just not as snappy and as quick and as efficient as the Nvidia Shield. Now, I have the original one from last year. The only difference between last year's model and this year's is that they've changed the remote, and of course, they've increased the video processor speed by like 25%. So now again, I'm not, you know, a super knowledgeable computer guy here, but I will tell you that the newer one is supposed to have 4K, an AI, artificial intelligent 4K upscaling. And this is it right here. And you have two different versions of this. I went with the cheaper version for Christmas. If you want to get the version that I have downstairs, which is the original version that came with the remote and of course a gamepad, that one there is going to run you at $200 with the new AI technology and the better GPU. I opted for this one because I wanted to get the AI upscaling to 4K. Even though the TV will upscale already, this is supposed to be the best 4K upscaling device on the market. And I have a 70-inch Vizio downstairs, and I really wanted to take advantage of having the best picture quality I can. Now, there are TVs and there's TVs. My Vizio is an E-Series. It's what I would consider a middle-of-the-road TV. There's lots of TVs you can get that are a lot more money, but I've been super happy with it. The picture quality, to my eyes, is exceptional, and this is just going to make it better. Now, the only downside to this one compared to last year's is that although it is $50 cheaper, you're losing 1 gig of RAM. But because I don't really game with it, I'm just mainly using it as a streaming device, this is going to be perfect for my 70-inch TV. And I'll move the older Nvidia Shield up to my bedroom and use that on my 55 in my bedroom. So a little bit about the device is you have the new Nvidia Tera X1 processor. The 256 core Nvidia GPU, that's where the real muscle comes with this particular device compared to any other set-top Android box on the market. I mean, if you're interested in having the very best streaming box, look no further, spend the extra money, get the Nvidia Shield. Even compared to the new Amazon 4K Fire TV, this one, it's more, but you're going to be happier with this product than any other product on the market. You have 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of storage, which is expandable with a micro SD card. If you did want to put movies or music on the SD card, you can. I'm not going to do that because I actually stream it all through my network. So I have 8 terabytes of storage upstairs that will pull those files directly from my network. This does have dual band MIMO Wi-Fi, so it is compatible with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz for that speed. 5 gigahertz, naturally less congested bandwidth, and you can get more speed out of that. I do have an ASUS AC3200 router, which is going to match up perfect with this. And then you do have Bluetooth 5.0 LE. There is an Ethernet port, a power slot, HDMI, and of course the micro SD card. And what they've also done with this is that they made it, and I'm going to crack this open and show you guys, they've made it a lot smaller than the original. So this is what you get. And I think this thing is just absolutely awesome. Great thing that they've done is they kind of almost copied the design with the remote control of the Fire Stick, which is a great remote. You know, the only downside to the original Nvidia Shield that I have downstairs, it does come with the gamepad, it's great, but the remote is absolutely terrible. It's like this little tiny thin remote. It takes the little tiny like watch battery, like the Sierra, I think they're Sierra batteries, which, I mean, is never something you just go and find, you know. So when the batteries die, you know, this is great because it works off 2 AA's. So piece of cake, if the batteries die, easy to go ahead and get replacements. This is also a great shape, very easy to hold in your hand, very easy to manipulate. They've made a real improvement with the remote compared to last year's version. And then, of course, this is the Stream Box. Very, very small. You have your power input on the side with your hardwired Ethernet port, which downstairs I don't have a hardwired line, so I'm going to use this with Wi-Fi, but when I move the other Nvidia Shield upstairs, I'll be hardwiring that to my network. And, of course, on the opposite side, you have your micro SD card or your micro SD slot, and, of course, your HDMI port. So great, interesting design around. This is what I do with this. I'm going to tuck this right behind the TV on the back of the wall mount. It'll sit perfectly there. It's out of sight. You won't even see it, but you get all that muscle right hooked up to the 7-inch TV. So that's it, guys. That's a brand new Nvidia Shield. $150. I'll put a link in the description where you can pick this up. I think if you haven't messed around with Kodi, check it out, see what you can do with that program. It's absolutely fantastic. Really easy to have a digital media on your network. I have a collection of about, I think, like 600 movies now. I've converted all my DVDs to digital format. It's absolutely fantastic just to be able to skim through the Kodi app and see all the different movie titles. It's like your own Netflix on steroids. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you are in the market to do that, let me know. If you have any questions whatsoever, I can help you. Don't hesitate to drop a comment. Send me an email, no worries whatsoever. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for my updated review where I actually put this to the test and see if it made a real difference with the picture quality. From everything I've read about this device, I've heard nothing but great things about it with this AI 4K upscaling technology. It's brand new to the market. It's getting nothing but rave reviews, and I'm really excited to see what this baby does on my 4K 70-inch Vizio. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to make a purchase, please do it through my links. It does help support the channel. If you like the content, subscribe. And as always, guys, have a wonderful weekend and take care.